Howdy everybody! Do you like to modify vehicles? I do, it's fun. So, today I'm going to show you how, this is only part one of the video by the way, I'm showing you how to put a heads-up display in your regular car. This could probably work as far as I know, as long as your cluster, your instrument cluster in your car is completely electronic, like electronic speedo and all that stuff. This will work for you. Now I'm going to show you the part here. It's from a GM. Okay, this is a heads-up display unit. It's just a piece of plastic, has a piece of glass in there and some mirrors. Just looks like this. You can get these these are in new Grand Prix as well, some of them, the special, like the GTPs and whatnot, it is an option. However, those are too big and the shape of them is not right, not to mention they're OBD2, which isn't good for the older vehicle application. This one right here is from a 1991 Grand Prix STE. You can find them, as long as the car had the option, you can find GTP, GT, TGP in the States will have a heads-up display unit in them. What this does is it projects your speed, basically your instrument panel, your instrument cluster, onto the windshield, and you basically look through it. It's you know, Corvettes and whatnot have them. So anyway, when you get one of these, just undo the screws, and then it just pretty much pops right out. It's real simple. However, when you grab one, make sure you get the wiring harness with it. Just cut them. Okay, and I already have these all labeled of what they do, and I'm going to show you how to do that next. Okay, so you just got your heads-up display unit and you just got home. While you're at the scrapyard, grab a piece of your dashboard out of the same car as whatever you have. It's good to have a spare. Alright, this is where your instrument cluster sits, So this is from the Corsica. Now next we're going to find out what wires do what on the heads-up display unit. So first step, find the black wire. 9.9 times out of 10, the black wire is going to be the ground. Now grab a battery charger, like a car battery charger, or even a car battery with some wires hooked up to it, or simple as a 12-volt power adapter, because this really doesn't require very much amperage, considering it's really just LEDs. They're like a digital screen inside. So connect your negative to your negative wire, and then you're going to go along and touch all these wires with the positive, all these other wires. When you do that, looking inside the heads-up display unit, you're going to see what does what. Now remember, it's all in mirrors, so it's going to be backwards. So if it looks like it lights up the left-hand turn signal, make sure it's right. Make sure it's the left-hand turn signal, not the right one, because it's going to look like it's the right-hand turn signal. And then as soon as you find out what wire does what, just grab a piece of tape and mark it. This one's the speedometer. It actually works off of ground. So then you got this wire labeled day. During the daytime it's brighter, so you have power going to this wire, and then it makes the display brighter so you can actually see it during the day. We have a dimmer. This is kilometers an hour or miles per hour. Basically, if you put no charge to this wire, it's going to be miles per hour. If you put a negative charge to this wire, it's kilometers an hour. This is your ignition wire. So as you're testing your system, make sure your negative wire is hooked up and your ignition wire is hooked up to positive. And then that's when you're going to touch all these other wires to the positive to make sure you see what they do, right? So we got like left-hand turn signal, high beam, right turn, low fuel. It's very simple to do. If you touch a wire to the positive when it's all hooked up and working, and it doesn't do anything, try touching it to the negative. And if it does something there, then you know it's a negative feed, which is why you put a little negative symbol there. So that's pretty simple. It may sound confusing, but it's pretty straightforward. Should look like this inside when the power is hooked up. See the left, that would be right hand turn. That's also, there we go. There's the daylight. See how it gets really bright? It'll just look like that. That's how you know it's working properly. Next step, get a beer. And then grab your outer cluster piece and get ready to make your marks on it. Remember, the heads-up display unit, remember, basically when you take it out of the car you get it from, make sure you know which way it sits. That's very important. They sit like this. The window part of it should be closest to the windshield. Basically, lay it on top. Make sure you get everything squared up. And remember not to mark it on the outside here. Mark the inside. The outside is going to sit flush against this plastic. The inside is going to sit down inside. You know what I mean? It's going to sit inside. Anyways, have a swig of beer. Next step is to grab yourself a jigsaw, or perhaps a fucking Dremel tool. Dremel tool will work. Jigsaw, Dremel tool, hacksaw, anything to cut that out and then smooth out afterwards after you get it perfected. So let's do that next. Okay, our next step, we have our Dremel tool. We have a cutting bit. This bit's actually for aluminum, plastic, all sorts of stuff. Don't run this on full RPM. If you do, it's just going to melt the plastic, cause a mess. You might get burnt, all sorts of that fun crap. So basically, now we're going to turn this on. We're going to start by basically using it as a drill and drilling a hole. And we're just going to move along like a pencil and get that centerpiece cut out. Afterwards, we're going to do a test fit. And then whatever corners need to be trimmed, shaved, or what have you, we just simply go ahead and trim the corners to make everything fit nicely. And there you go. Now our hole's cut out. Now at the back, obviously, it's not going to be made for your car. You can do all sorts of different things here. You can fiberglass them in, or fucking leave them the way they are and just kind of screw them down or glue them in, whatever. But I'm going to fiberglass this one and actually make it look good. Bam! Getting the fiberglass laid on there. This is short strand fiberglass. It's really all that's necessary. It's turning out. Then afterwards we're just going to nicely sand this down. You won't even be able to see the ridge that's in there. I just got to finish filling the back up here and then fucking bam, we're done. And then we can sand it, paint it, make it look good.